And the latest twist in a scandal that saw a convicted felon serving as a deputy in Isle of Wight. The sheriff's son was in court today. Paul Phelps and Jonathan Burns were indicted on felonies. Phelps for allowing Burns to act as a sworn officer of the law when Burns was a convicted felon. Then on your side's Andy Fox was also in court this morning.
Charged with a felony, Isle of Wight County Sheriff's Captain Paul Phelps, the son of outgoing Sheriff Charles Phelps, came to court knowing he had to plead guilty to conspiracy to commit a misdemeanor. The judge, brought in from out of town, accepted the plea, and Phelps left without commenting.
How tough was it for you to say you'd never be in law enforcement again?
As part of the agreement, Phelps agrees never to serve in law enforcement again. His career over.
We had a lot of conversation over that to determine what the best course of action was to bring this to an end. Was the whole purpose of it.
Jonathan Burns was a felon working for Phelps. Felons are not allowed to be sworn officers of the law. But Burns was given lots of responsibilities in the sheriff's office, wore a uniform, had a taser, and even made arrests.
Do you feel like you let the sheriff down?
No, I don't.
Do you?
Not at all.
How can you explain having the taser and as a convicted felon and taking on this responsibility?
I did what I was allowed to do.
Captain Phelps allowed Burns to act like a deputy. In the end, the charge against Burns' possession of a firearm, which was a taser, was dropped.
I mean, everything I did from the uniform to the taser, it was all issued equipment. I was trained with it. There's documents and records to support that. So I just told the truth.
I pulled some time for something I ain't do. He should have got some time.
Janice Green, convicted of assaulting a deputy, was one of several cases dropped after it was learned Burns aided in the arrest.
He came up in the yard, put his hands on me, slammed me down to the ground with a weapon on him. Tried to say I hit him when I didn't with both of them, had my arms, you know what I'm saying? So they put me in jail 5 months. 5 months later, my attorney come and tell me that I'm going free because he won't be on the force, because he had a 4 convicted felony.
The judge said to Phelps, you were enabling a friend and family member to wear a uniform knowing he was a convicted felon. In Isle of Wight County, Andy Fox, 10 on your side.
Burns also said Sheriff Phelps was aware he was acting as a deputy and that it was general knowledge he wore a uniform, carried a taser, and helped on the street.